pouch surgery was proposed more than 40 years ago, and for example, you have this paper from Emil Leitner with the 30 years results, mainly by open surgery, and you see that it works. Pouch surgery is a good operation with acceptable function in the majority of the patients. And if you ask the patients, you see, again, it's from US, you see that the great majority of the patients are very happy with this operation, whatever the age of the patients. But there are some problems with open pouch surgery. If you look at the problem, you can say that you have a large midline incision with a lot of pain, maybe higher rate of postoperative ileus, bad cosmetic results, high risk of wound hernia and small bowel obstruction with risk of reoperation. And as Zanibra said before, problem with pelvis, sepsis, and anastomotic leak, and also, which is a crucial problem for young female, the problem of fertility. And maybe, in order to try to answer to this problem, we proposed 20 years ago laparoscopic iliac crucial anastomosis. And what we observe? First, we observe, there is no big randomized study, but what we observe in this US survey is that we have reductions, significant reductions of postoperative morbidity in this study and in another study with very good odds ratio, 0.5, 0.6, so which means a significant, huge reduction of postoperative morbidity. If we look at the fertility, you know this paper from Olsen 20 years ago from Sweden with a huge reduction of the fertility rate by open pouch. And if you do this operation by laparoscopy, there is two studies from France and from Amsterdam and Leuven, which clearly demonstrates that the fertility rate reach control patients if you do this operation by laparoscopy. And finally, we recently demonstrated in a 4-center study that the risk of small bowel obstruction, which reached 30% in some open series, is only 4 to 7% by laparoscopic pouch. So again, very good results. So at the end, all the problems, or almost all the problems of open pouch, maybe are resolved by laparoscopic pouch. No more large midline incision, less postoperative pain, lower rate of postoperative ileus, better cosmetic result, no discussion, lower risk of small bowel obstruction and reoperation. As I told you, lower risk of morbidity, and which is crucial, no risk for fertility in young females. So it seems that we were able to answer by laparoscopy almost all the questions. And if you start the operation because of medical therapy or acute colitis, if you start the operation by subtotal colectomy, here is a meta-analysis from Wilhelm, which clearly demonstrates that, again, laparoscopy is better to do that open if you want to do a subtotal colectomy. And after, you have two options. To do a 3-stage, like in France, or to do a modified 2-stage we discussed before this morning. Nobody knows what is the best, but again, laparoscopy answers the question of the subtotal colectomy. So it seems that there is no more debate and no more problem, but here comes, a few years ago, the transanal pouch, which has been proposed by some authors. Very few case series, as you see in these very recent papers. Very interesting results, good results, but we don't know the comparison with laparoscopic pouch. Just to keep in mind, here is from this paper, that because you do transanal approach, you change the anatomy. If you change the anatomy, you see that you have some risk with injury during the operation, and you need a learning curve. So we have to keep in mind this problem. But really, what are the expected benefits of transanal pouch? Is it only to be a modern surgeon? Here you have, some are in this room, you have big guys, 4 big colorectal surgeons, very modern surgeons who do transanal pouch. Is it only because we want to do a new operation? Is it the only reason? And on the opposite, you have on the left an old vintage surgeon. He do only laparoscopy to do pouch from above. And it probably the same for TME. So is it only to be modern, or is it only because we expected benefits? It was very interesting, the presentation of Janine Roy. He said, we demonstrate that the function is not worse than laparoscopic pouch. So today it seems that when we do transanal at the beginning, 5 years before, we try to expect that it's better, and now we are happy because it's not worse. I think maybe there is a problem. So if we discuss all the criteria, the leak rate, you say the leak rate, but first the leak rate is not so high, and we will see that maybe there is no difference. To perform second step pouch with transanal protectomy and single port, you think it's a real benefit because of the single port? To randomize there will be no big difference with single ports. And you say that it's very difficult by laparoscopy, but it's not a TME, it's a colorectal dissection, so it's easier than to do a TME. And you say less mobility by transanal approach. Less mobility is what you say, Janine Roy? Here is a paper published 2 years ago in Annals of Surgery, just to show you the result of the tendon-clavien complication. Honestly, I'm not expert in statistics, but I don't see a lot of difference between the two groups. I just can say that it's not worse. And you say that's fantastic, we change the life of leak rates because we remove dog hair, okay? But the problem is that in this series, there is exactly the same leak rate, exactly the same leak rate. And just to remind you, the debates 5 years before. 5 years before, rectal cancer, TME is fantastic. It changed the life of all the colorectal surgeons. So just to show you what is the real life of TME. Moratorium in Norway because high rate of local recurrence, and exactly the same rate of leak, 17% of leak after TME. But which is more interesting is the function, because we discussed about the function. Here is the first comparative study on TME according to the function, and the result is worse in patients undergoing TME versus LAP-TME. So significantly worse for all the symptoms and except the LAP score. So it means that maybe there is a risk during transanal pouch surgery. What about the function after a long period of anal dilation when you do the transanal approach? So we need more evidence. So in conclusions, okay, even an old surgeon can change his mind. We can change to transanal pouch only if we get real benefit. Real benefit on leak rate, no demonstration. Mobility, no demonstration. Cosmetic result, exactly the same. And function, maybe it's worse. So we need more evidence to say only TR pouch is better because it's better, probably. It is not enough. On the opposite, if you take all the result of laparoscopy, we have a real benefit compared to open surgery. Lower mobility, better recovery, better cosmetic results, and preserved fertility. And for these reasons, the ECHO guidelines recommend to do this operation by laparoscopy, but don't speak at this time of the transanal approach. Thank you very much.